everybody. Today we are trying our hand at something called geocaching, and this is pretty much as close to treasure hunting as you can get in modern day society. So right now we're heading up to some game lands near us, so we're just stopping at some park and grabs near us. We are at one right now. We're using an app called Geocaching, and it's actually way more popular than I thought. These caches are everywhere around us, so now we're gonna go. We're literally right behind Ingalls right now. They take you to like strange places. It says it's over the fence.
What's gonna go in there?
Let me see.
It's inside.
Okay, it's inside of these black thing. Oh Jesus! Look how far back that goes. Oh wait, I see it. All right, all this trash. So we never did find this cache that I'm looking for right here. I went to try to record it, and it recorded in slow motion, so that was a fail. And this cache was also a fail because, as you can see here, we just ended up at a fence that said no trespassing, and we couldn't really go any further. So fail. Tried to record a video from in the bush, literally in the bush, and then the whole thing came out in slow motion. So that video was a fail. This geocache was a fail. It took us to a fence. And I'm pretty sure homeless people hang out in those bushes. So, yeah. Yeah, so you could take pictures and update the caches. There were a few that we saw earlier where it said that it wasn't there anymore. But people are still visiting this like this year and leaving logs online or whatever. So yeah, we're just gonna go try to go to the next one. The geocaches there, I guess, are different types of caches that you can find. Sometimes they're like these pill bottles, and sometimes they're like these full-on things that like with treasures. And then I guess sometimes they are these little codes. And I'm about to scan this with a QR scanner and just see what it is. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm scanning this QR code. This is it. This is this one. And this just tells you that you got it. Saying before is that there are different kind of caches, and the ones that we're doing right now are these park and goes, and it's where you park and you literally can just get them without having to do too much searching. And then there are other ones that you have to kind of search for, and those are the ones that we're going to try to find in the game lands. We are pulled over. We are about I think it said 3 miles from our next cache that we're going to find, and this is not a stop and go one that we're going to. This is one that you have to like find, I guess. So this one we'll be able to get the kids out of the car and hopefully go for a hike. So we are at the lake where our next cache has brought us, right next to a porta potty. And we're looking and trying to find it. One thing I'm learning is that we're pretty terrible at this. We can't find anything. And there are people who say that they found it just last month. Somebody found this one, so it has to be here somewhere. It says it's a small camoed lock and lock container. And I don't even know what that means, but I guess we're gonna find out today. Ooh, so we just got a hint, and it says have a seat by the lake. And we just found a bench, so. A small camoed lock and lock container. And these things obviously need to be hidden well because people just come here to visit, so you're really supposed to be looking for this thing. At the same time, you could find spiders and snakes, so it's kind of scary. But there's also this gazebo, and there's these tables, so I think it might be the gazebo. We found it. I wasn't even recording when we actually found it, but we found it. It was, I'll show you. Hooray! When you do the geocaching thing, you have to bring your own pen, and you fill out the log, and then you put it back where you got it, and then other people fill out the log too.
We have to pack.
Come on, Nana.
Pack it in, pack it out. Come on, Jackson. Yeah, pack it in, pack it out.
Yeah, pack it in, pack it out. Wow, we in here. Wow, this is so cool. Wow.
are heading to our next cache, which is a little over 200 feet away. We're on a nature trail. This is cool. It's like a little trail park thing in the middle of this city, wherever we are, I don't know. Okay, now we're going off the trail. Looking for this. Oh, shh! Just went through a spider web. Yuck. All right, let's watch what we're doing. This way, pal.
Up here?
Yeah.
So scared.
Okay, we are 71 feet away.
Way.
Lost service, and now we're 133 feet away. I have no idea. This way? This way? It's still saying 133 feet. I don't get it.
We getting close to Daddy.
We're getting close to the treasure.
Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna open the box and see what's in there.
I guess it's somewhere maybe over here.
Mm-hmm. Let's get out.
I'm like 2 feet away from this thing. Ugh. My God, I can't find this anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So me.
Yeah, my little treasure hunter. This geocaching thing is like hard.
I'm so sad.
And I'm really having a hard time with service.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to recruit the hubs to take a look because we can't find it anywhere. So let's see if he has any better luck. Come on, Jackson. So the hint is, what is this doing here? And Daddy pointed this out. Lift the metal up and see what's under there. There it is.
Wow, there's a big of toys.
Wow, it's a treasure. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
I can't. I can't. Wow, there's crayon.
Next cache, 10 feet away. Okay, 16 feet away. All right, you find it. We are now by Ingalls. It says we're looking for a small pill bottle. Oh no, do you have the pen?
The writing pen?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right here.
Found our, however many this is, number 6, behind Ingalls. The other one was just right over there. This one was actually pretty cool too. This cache was super awkward because we were literally swimming in kudzu the entire time, and all I could think was a snake would pop out anywhere. We're hanging out next to these telephone boxes on a super busy intersection, and we were here for like 10 minutes before we finally found it. But I'm glad we stuck it out and stayed around because it was a super neat find. Right when we were about to leave, we found cache number 7. Right outside this big hole, we found cache number 7. Come on. Come on. This cache was another one we unfortunately didn't find, but it was really beautiful in this area, so we decided to stay, and we had lunch, and it was a really nice stop overall, even though we didn't find a geocache. We are here trying to find cache number 9, I believe. Some kind of pull off from the main road. It's actually pretty cool. So it says you don't need to cross the fence, which is right here.
Make sure you're ready.
We found treasure Cache number 9. We found number 10. In the beginning, the caches were really difficult for us to find, and we even almost gave up a few times just because we didn't know what we were looking for. We didn't know where people normally hid them. We didn't know what kinds of containers they were going to be in, but just stick with it and go to a few different caches and really get a feel for this geocaching game, because once you realize what you're doing, it's so much fun. This next cache is our last one and our best one. This one led us to a trailhead that was behind a library and some kind of dentist office or something. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's this tiny hidden away trailhead behind a major area. And the first time we tried to find it, we went down some residential road and went the whole wrong way. But we decided to try to find it and stick with this cache, and we did. And I'm so happy because this was such a cool little trail that I never would have found if I wasn't doing geocaching. And that's one of my favorite things about geocaching so far, is the new places that it leads you to explore.
I wasn't recording that whole time.
Careful with it, Andrew. Just open it on both sides.
Where is it?
There it is.
Wow.
Of course, this one was a long hike all the way back, and we ended up forgetting our pen, so we couldn't sign the log, but it was still a super cool cache. We found so many neat little areas today that we're going to be able to come back and visit, to go hiking and fishing and just visiting, because it's so gorgeous, and we didn't get to even explore the whole area because we were focused on the cache. It's so awkward to vlog in a parking lot. But we are finished with our geocaching for today. We ended up finding 11 in all, which was really cool. I didn't expect to really find many. And when we first came across the idea of geocaching, we were kind of like, does anybody even do this anymore? Like, some of the things were from 2009, but it still seems to be a really popular thing among a lot of people. And the places that we were going today weren't like big cities or anything like that, so it would be cool to go to. It's just a cool thing to do if you travel a lot, if you're like a traveling family, or if you go camping a lot, or if you just like to drive around. It's just a really, really cool and neat thing to do. So we ended up finding 11 in all. And some of them were really hard, and some of them were kind of really easy. And so it's fun, and it usually tells you like how difficult the cache is going to be. And the app that we downloaded was Geocaching. That's what it's called, and it's completely free. And to use the app is completely free. You can download the premium version. This guy just pulled right beside us so he could see what I was doing. Like, why are people so weird? But yeah, you can download the premium, version for, I think, $6 a month or $30 a year. And we went ahead and did the $6 a month thing just to kind of try it out. And we'll definitely be doing the year thing. This guy's so weird. But we'll definitely be doing the year-long thing. So we ended up getting 11 in all, and I definitely recommend downloading and giving it a try for yourselves. But I'm gonna end this video here so we can get back to camp and get something to eat. If you guys want to see more videos like this with us hanging out in the woods, foraging, geocaching, and all kinds of stuff like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Bye.